What's up, ladies and gentlemen, out there in the big, wide open world? I hope you guys are doing well and having a good week. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Geek Squad nerd, or geek, or guru, or whatever you want to call me. Hope I'm doing well. Didn't know what to say. I almost choked on my words there. So I'm doing well. I had my surgery last week, so it's been about 2 weeks almost. In 2 days, it'll be 2 weeks since the surgery. I have moved on to pureed foods, or actually foods that I probably shouldn't be eating. I've had some chips today, uh, and I just chewed them up really well, so they're kind of like in the end mashed potatoes. Gross, huh? I just chewed up my food. I was very thorough in chewing, so I haven't had any repercussions. I had some Pringles the other day as well, and no repercussions. But I did have repercussions from drinking milk with my protein shake. I mixed it with milk, and I was out of commission for a whole day. Fortunately, it was before my surgery or before my return date to work, but here I am. So I made it through that. It wasn't pleasant though, so I'm steering clear of milk for now, at least 2%. When I go do food shopping, I'm going to get some skim milk, see how that works for me. But I'm healing well. I'm not hurting hardly at all, though I do have some discomfort at times. But nothing real major, nothing really to write home about. My weight is currently, weirdly, it's actually up. I would have thought my weight would have been even further down, but I'm at 318, and I think the last time I weighed I was 312 or 314. So, not sure why I went up 5 pounds when I've been just drinking broth mostly. Yeah, I've had a couple bags of chips and some Pringles, but not 4 pounds worth of food over the last 2 weeks, that's for sure. But you're going to have those times. You're going to fluctuate up, down, and plateau at times. So, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see, what else? My job. So you can see I'm back at my work. They wanted me to take 2 weeks off, the doctors did, but I can't afford 2 weeks. I just scheduled myself out for 1 week off and came back to work. But unfortunately, in my job's infinite care and concern for their employees, they figured, oh, we gave you 1 week off for your surgery. Now we're going to schedule you for the next 9 days in a row. So I've been working since Tuesday. It's now Saturday. I'll be working up until next Thursday. So 9 days. Yay. It's a good thing I'm not dealing with much pain or discomfort, because that would probably do it. That would probably cause me a lot of discomfort. It was really frustrating, and I felt like that was a bit inconsiderate, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, and I'm doing it. With my coworkers, I went, a couple of my coworkers, Ian and Josh, former coworker Josh, but Ian, me, Ryan, Josh, and Ian all went and watched Mortal Kombat 2 on Thursday. It was a pretty good movie. It wasn't a Oscar-winning movie, of course, but it was a good action flick. And you can't go wrong with Mortal Kombat. They did a pretty good job with that. My favorite fights were between Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and the fight between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, or Noob Saibot Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I would rate that movie probably 3.5, maybe 4 stars out of 5 for me. It was, yeah, I'd say 3.5. It was an enjoyable flick, for sure. But I've definitely seen better movies in my life. But that was a good flick. Lots of Easter eggs and callbacks to earlier games. That made it good. What am I working on 3D print wise? I just printed the Deep Space Nine space station from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So I'll be posting that on Facebook at some point. I am currently printing a Ghostbusters wall hanging sign a three-dimensional Ghostbusters wall hanging sign. And I printed off a bullet bill from Mario. I haven't glued them together yet, but he's just waiting for when I get the time and feel like doing it. On the PS Vita, we have been playing Yeast 6. My battery's almost dead, I just noticed. But Yeast 6, you can tell I'm going backwards in the games because they're getting less 3D each time. See if I can get that to focus in. Tap the screen, see if it'll focus. It doesn't want to focus. I don't know why it has a hard time focusing on the PS Vita screen so much. But whatever. Oh, I'm tapping on the... I'm an idiot. I guess autofocus doesn't want to work. But anyways, I've been playing E6. It's pretty enjoyable so far, though I keep getting lost and then just randomly finding where it is I'm supposed to be going by chance. But it's a decent story so far. To be honest with you, none of the stories are all that memorable for any of the Yeast games. They're just enjoyable while I play them. Then I kind of immediately forget what their story was. So if I ever want to know, I'll have to go back and do recaps to remember. But what else do we got to talk about? My nephew, Gabe, he was pulled out of the foster or group home facility he was in due to some things going on at the facility that shouldn't have been going on. They were bullying and threatening my nephew. The staff were, apparently. And yeah, they were just mistreating my nephew, apparently. So he's been pulled out of that. I don't know what's going to happen with him from this day forward, but we'll see. Hopefully he gets to come home and everything goes well. So shout out to my nephew Gabe. I hope you're doing good, buddy, if you're seeing this. Let's see. My shampooer died, my carpet shampooer, and at the worst time too, because my dog, who had not been peeing in the house for months and months, she hadn't had an accident in the house, and then when we went to go use the shampooer, the motor burnt out and died. I think maybe because we hadn't had to use it for so long, it rusted up or something. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. But it's annoying because now it's like $150 I gotta spend towards that. I'm never gonna get this e-bike, am I? Or I'm not gonna, it's gonna be a while before I get an e-bike or get this damn computer of mine up and running because it barely works right now. Let's not get into the computer drama. Don't want to go off on that tangent again. I watched this movie that came out a few years ago. I think it came out in 2013. It's called Coherence. It's a low-budget film. It didn't need a lot of money for what it is. It is an excellent movie, though. So if you're into sci-fi and chamber box-like movies that take place in just one spot for the most part, and don't move around a lot. It's a great movie. It is about these 8 friends who get together for a dinner party, and there's a comet going by overhead that everyone's all enthralled about, and they suddenly find themselves in an interesting reality-bending situation where they have to figure out what's going on. Go check it out. It's a lot more interesting than the way I just described it. But if you like sci-fi movies that tell a great story and just will keep you entertained and guessing the whole time, watch this movie. Coherence. So I don't really have anything else I need to talk about right now, you guys. Otherwise, everything's going well. Working on getting bills paid. That's something I've got to figure out this month because I have a smaller check coming in, but it's the same amount of bills. So I got to figure all that out. wish me luck. So I'm going to get off here. You guys have a good day, great week. Until next weekend, Josh out. Bam. Shout out to my brother, Stacy and Ryan. Bam.